Hello, hope y'all are having a wonderful day. If you are hopping on here with me live, wave at me, let me know. And if you're watching the replay, do hashtag replay. I'm sitting here in my hotel room. Um, Sorry about the lighting here. It's a little different without my light, my ring light. But I just wanted to share a little bit with you. I've been at our convention and it's just really been incredible. After not being around the majority of these people for a year and a half. Hey Martha. It's just been so much fun just being in the same room with all of these people. People I have met in my 3 years of health coaching, 3.5 actually, people from all over the country that I just consider dear friends that I would have never known without this. And it's just been so much fun seeing them again, hugging their necks, taking the pictures, and just being here. There's an energy and an excitement. This community is just incredible. It's just different. There's a different atmosphere. It's positive. I think I shared, it might have even been in my post from last night, but as we were exiting to go to our party last night, it was just there's over 10,000 people in our meetings, 10,000 health coaches, and just, the mass exit. I mean, you can imagine what it looks like having that many people leave at one time. And we're going up like 4 or 5 different escalators to get to the top. And just, so many people. But there was a lady, I guess we were about halfway up, and I heard her look at her husband and she said, I mean, can you just believe this? Like all these people and everybody is still smiling and nobody is pushing and shoving. I mean, it really is just a different culture, and it really is a culture that fits my personality so well. I just love it because everybody's so positive, and it doesn't matter where we go. Like when we were in St. Louis for convention, or when we were in Orlando, and even here, like I think Dr. A, who is the co-founder of our program, he was sharing from stage last night, and he was talking about how when he checked into the hotel, that one of the either the bellhop or I think it was the bellhop may have mentioned, who are you people? Like everybody has been so nice, and it really is just a different culture. But I just wanted to share something with you that I heard on a training today, that just really spoke to me. And so I titled this, "What chapter are you on?" And so one of the speakers, it was Pat and Karen Schatzline. Hey, Maureen, thanks for hopping on here. And Pat said, everybody deserves a chapter two. And then he said sometimes, we all get stuck in our chapter one. Like we get stuck thinking that this is the way life looks, that we're just going to have to go through this same life. Like, and I shared a live with you the other day. Get off the hamster wheel and start walking in your purpose, and just really fulfilling that. And sometimes we get stuck in chapter one and we think that that's all life is meant to be for us. But then, and I kind of was that same way. I've been in my same career, 27 years. All of these things, I just thought that would be the only chapter in my story. But and God brought a different gift into my life, and I'm so thankful for it. And I'm in chapter two now. And that's great. What chapter are you on? Everybody deserves a chapter two. And so if you feel like you're stuck, if you feel like you're on the hamster wheel of life, if you feel like you're just running and running and running and getting nowhere, like you're standing in place, maybe you need a chapter two. Maybe you need a different purpose to fulfill. Maybe everything you have faced up until now is setting you up for chapter two. Like maybe God is presenting you with some door of opportunity that you just need to walk through, whatever that looks like for you. I would just encourage you, if God's presenting you with a door, a door of opportunity, maybe He is trying to flip the page for you. Maybe He's trying to continue your story in a different chapter. Doesn't mean that chapter one was bad, but chapter one was maybe the training ground for chapter two. Maybe chapter two is going to lead you to more impact. Maybe chapter two is where you're really going to be passionate and really fulfill your purpose in life. So I just ask you, what chapter are you on? Do you need to turn the page? Do you need to embrace chapter two and allow the author of your story to begin writing chapter two for you? I would just encourage you. Sometimes it takes a step of faith. Sometimes it takes pushing past your fear. Fear is a huge obstacle, but it can be overcome. Sometimes we just have to do it afraid until we're no longer afraid. And the Bible gives you a lot of verses. Do not fear. I know that there's one in there where God told Moses, don't fear. Like, do you know why he had to tell Moses not to fear? It was because Moses was afraid. Like, God would not have to tell us not to fear if fear didn't exist. And so, fear exists. Fear is a tactic of the enemy to keep you from being all that God wants you to be. So, I would just encourage you, embrace chapter two. Turn the page if you need to turn the page. If you're in chapter two, but you're just scared to kind of walk back into that, and maybe you're falling back into chapter one, maybe you've kind of turned the page back, I would encourage you, don't turn the page back. Like, finish chapter one. Don't go back and reread it, but step forward in your calling and in your purpose and embrace chapter two. Because in the words of Pat Schatzline, everybody deserves a chapter two. Hope y'all have a great night and hope that word encouraged you. Y'all have a good day.